And I think sometimes on the customer side of things, we can be very budget sensitive, and we could be willing to compromise the longevity of that we make a short-term decision for a long-term investment, right? And so what do I mean by that? Take, for instance, not only did we do this for our temporary fix, but we did it for our long-term. We're talking about energy efficiency. And what do I mean by that? I mean the windows. We could have went in, and it was suggested to us for us to just go in, clean them and paint them and, maybe reglaze them, right? And yes, that would have been substantially more cost effective in the short term, but the long-term value of that, it would have number one, diminished the value of the asset, but then it wouldn't have gave us the energy efficiency that we needed. So our bills would have been higher. All of these other things, we would have been less comfortable in the space. It could have been more moisture intrusion because of how old the window systems was, and it was leakage in some of the windows. So again, don't make a long-term decision based off of your short-term circumstances without really considering all of the factors in which, why you're making that decision. So I know we do want to be budget sensitive, but there's other things that we can do. So we just shifted some of our, because we ended up having to replace the roof on here, which wasn't, originally expected. But, so we just shift things around and say, hey, we have to lessen the cosmetic. And that's what we would encourage, because if we wanted to, do some updating later, we could do that. But we just happen to say, hey, we're willing to increase our budget because we don't want to have to do this for another, 15, 20, 30 years, right? So